Hello, hello, hello. It's me, Josie, coming on live inside our group. I'm here outside, giving you a little eye candy. Lovely Sunday afternoon. And the topic of this live is all about the name change to the group. If you're here live, give me a hey, give me a hi, throw me an emoji. If you're joining on replay, give me a hashtag replay. I started this group, Women Who Lead with Heart, in 2019. Kind of midway into my coaching business. And the title that I chose was to signify that this is a place for women who are integrating their whole selves at work. Who they are, heart and soul, who they are on the outside and the inside, how they lead with care and authenticity and with high relationship skills, that we're the style of leadership I was intending to convey with that title is a darn good female leader who is caring and compassionate and connected and doesn't necessarily follow the rules of the bro culture. And that's been great, and I've enjoyed it. But I've decided over time that as I get to know my community more, as I get to know my clients better, as I'm coaching so many women in so many various industries, I'm clarifying what it is that we're really talking about. So as I change this name, I'm not taking the heart out, but I am shifting our focus in a slightly, maybe more bold way. And so I'm going to tell you the name of the new group now. Did you guess? I had like this whole thing going on inside the group. Could you guess what I was going to name the group? And maybe some of you are getting close. It is going to be called Brave Women Leadership. Boom! Brave Women Leadership. I chose this title after a lot of thought. And I've run a poll inside the group asking for some feedback about what it is that you long to have. What qualities or characteristics are you most compelled by? Is it being fearless or is it being brave? It was interesting because it was nearly a tie between those two words. But what I'm onto and what I'm sharing in Brave Women Leadership, I wanted to be careful that this is not just about women leaders. It's not just if you have a title of being a manager or an executive or being some high level titled individual. It's actually how we lead our lives. It's how we are courageous in moments, both at work and at home, how we are brave women leading in our lives. I love it. Some of you are like, I love it. Yay. I'm glad that you like it. Okay. As I'm talking about Brave Women Leadership, the new title of the group, I also thought it would help women understand that it's for them. There's that little hook that some women, some of the most lovely women that I've come into contact with who are great advocates for this work sometimes disqualify themselves thinking, well, I'm not a leader. So that word leadership is a little tricky, but I'm going to keep talking about how we're leading bravely. That's what we're here to do. And it doesn't matter what the world calls you. So I'm going to be on that quest and continue to be messaging about that. But what I thought I would do is take that whole notion of fearless versus brave a little step deeper as I introduce the new name to this group and talk about what those qualities mean and why I chose to take us in this direction. So you ready? Let's go a little deeper. Okay, so I looked up the title. I looked up the definitions. Fearless, first, is being oblivious of danger or peril, not recognizing danger, and a lack of fear. And many of you said, I picked that. That sounds darn good to me. To not feel fear, to not be in self-doubt, to not be holding ourselves back, to not be constantly down-regulating because we're so nervous about how we're coming across or what other people think or all of our imposter syndrome or fear of humiliating ourselves or making a mistake. I want to be fearless. So that makes great sense. I get it. How great would it be not to feel that shuddering fear or nervousness or anxiety that kind of spins? But stay with me because I'm a big fan of brave. You ready? The definition of brave is the strength to face danger, fear, or difficulty. It is not the absence of fear. It is being courageous to meet or defy the challenge or dare. So being brave means you can be afraid and you do it anyway. You take broad steps anyway. You soldier on. You courageously step forth, even if you're afraid. The reason why I didn't choose a title like Fearless Women or Women Be Fearless or Punch Fear in the Face is that I don't think it's helpful for us to shame ourselves for feeling fear. I don't want any message to be that it's not okay to feel fear and that you should be fearless. That should be the goal, is for you to not feel fear. If you don't feel fear, then more power to you. And there are many aspects of your life where maybe you feel more confident and less fearful, maybe much more in command and much more capable and very competent. And there are certain realms of your life or your career where maybe you don't feel fearful. Heck yeah, high five to that. But I'm not going to tell anybody that they can't feel fear, that they should be fearful. I'm going to be supporting you in no matter where you are in the continuum of feeling fearful, nervous, anxious, afraid, hesitant, stuck, holding back, or bold and adventuresome and radically forward. Wherever you are on that continuum, I'm going to be supporting and talking about and training how to be more brave. Because there might be aspects of your life where you need that support and that training. You crave that encouragement to be able to overcome the fear so that you can do the thing anyway. And for some of us, that means keeping the job, keeping the big ass job that is so overwhelming and so saturating and so nerve-wracking. How do we become brave enough to stand in our job? That's going to be a big part of what we talk about, because we're not going to quit, but we want to get rid of that dread and that whirling fear of constantly pressuring ourselves and pushing forward and not feeling happy or fulfilled or at ease. That's brave. That's the area that we want to work on. That's what it means to be brave, to like get up and keep going even when there's dissonance. I'm going to try to help you find places where it's easier and start leveraging your strengths in a way that makes for you to feel braver or to take risks and vulnerable chances with more ease. And here's the thing, that as you do that, as you start practicing being brave, as it becomes more accustomed or customary for you to do hard things, you start to normalize or naturalize or become more accustomed to things that used to scare you, and they don't scare you so much anymore. So in the process of becoming brave, in the process of being part of the Brave Women Leadership Group, new name, you might find that you become fearless, that you fear things less, that there are certain things that trigger you less, that trigger anxiousness and fear less, because you're trying new things. You're in action. You are in forward motion. You're going to be practicing new skills and seeing you don't die. I love that phrase. People say, oh man, today was so hard and all the things, but did you die? No, you didn't. You did the hard thing and you lived to tell the tale, and you can feel proud about that. So that's what I got for you, ladies. You can be afraid and be brave. I am not about you subverting your fear. I'm not about shaming your hard emotions. I'm saying you can feel the fear and do it anyway. And you can learn tactical ways to step forward so that you can be courageous, so that you can lead with heart and be brave. Now, if this has resonated with you and you are not already in the Facebook group, come find us at Brave Women Leadership. And if you're tracking on YouTube, subscribe. In both places, I'll be offering free trainings that are all about finding your inner courage, leveraging your strengths, taking bold risks, seeing that you don't die, and how you can be more brave. That's what I have for you tonight. Love you, mean it.